Kobe and Matt still alongside me for tonight's show. Kobe, starting with you, do you think we'll see the number 14 team improve from last season with Ferrucci returning? And could there be trouble brewing on the horizon with Pedersen being let go?
Well, I think the hope is for AJ Foyt Racing to show some improvement this year. If you have a technical balance with Team Penske and don't show any improvement, I don't really know like why you still be around and all of that, because Team Penske, is the best of the best, and any team on the grid would want to dream of having an alliance with the captain organization. But I think AJ Foyt Racing is definitely going to benefit from Penske, getting some of their people integrated with the team, learning the Penske way, how they operate, being able to look at data from the Penske drivers. I think that's going to be very helpful to Santino Ferrucci and Sting Ray Robb. So I'm actually cautiously optimistic that we could see AJ Foyt Racing show some improvement across the board this season. Maybe not at the beginning, but as the season goes on, I really think that the team across the board can certainly jump a few spots in the standing. I'm not going to say that they're going to immediately be super competitive right away, but I think they can certainly show some minor improvement, and who knows how this team will do. But I definitely think for the month of May that AJ Foyt Race is going to show a lot of speed. They showed a lot of speed last year with Ferrucci and Pedersen. Ferrucci, very impressive. He very well could have won last year's Indianapolis 500. And if you add the Penske equation to the situation, been able to have their data for the month of May, I think Ferrucci and that 14 team could be a dark horse to potentially win the 2024 Indianapolis 500. It's just been amazing watching Ferrucci take to this track. Kind of reminds me of how Carlos Munoz did so well for those handful of years he was here. I don't know what happened to Carlos Munoz, but he was quite the master of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and we're certainly seeing a lot of the same from Santino Ferrucci, and being able to continue with the same team. I think that's also going to help Ferrucci and his number 14 team continue to build on some of the few positives that they had last year. And in regards to Benjamin Pedersen, I'm just going to say, we just have to wait and see what happens here. We haven't heard a peep from Benjamin Pedersen since he put out his own little statement welcoming Sting Ray Robb to the team and saying how he was looking forward to working with him. We haven't heard nothing from Benjamin Pedersen. And when today was the first day of IndyCar Content Day, and there wasn't anything said about Benjamin Pedersen, so I guess we'll hear an update from him later on. But it would not surprise me if we end up having a situation here regarding Pedersen that could potentially go into a courtroom. But hopefully we can avoid that.
Hopefully I didn't disappear again. If I did, I apologize. But again, I didn't touch anything. Yes, I agree with you, Kobe, about there's a good comparison actually, Ferrucci and Munoz, because he was very good, especially at Indianapolis in the Andretti car for those handful of years that he was there in the mid-teens. But Ferrucci's been very good, especially in qualifying, and was in the fast six from memory last year at the 500. I know Matthew Owens is very high on Santino doing well at the 500, and this is a really good signing for that team to continue with Santino. I don't think they'll. We talked about this a little bit last week on the Roundtable show, where we've got Penske, Ganassi, McLaren, Andretti all at the front of the field. I don't think you're going to suddenly see AJ Foyt bump up into that high echelon with the Penske tyre. It's going to take some time, of course, but they'll come good throughout the season and be there, especially with Santino leading that team. The Pedersen thing is going to be interesting to see how that works out. Josh, you'll remember, it must be 10 years ago, maybe now, in the Manisha Kaltenborn days of Sauber, when they had Ericsson, Van der Gaard, Nasser, and Esteban Gutierrez all trying to get in the cars at Melbourne in Formula One all those years ago, and they had four drivers trying to get in two seats. This feels a little bit like it's going down that same train. I'm sure it'll all come out in the wash over the next couple of weeks or so, as of course this Santino news has only been confirmed and out to everyone today. So that'll be interesting to see what happens with Ben.